Hi guys, I'm Bectec and welcome to, I think, this will be the last episode of The Council. I'm going to try and make things right for whatever choices I have left. We got this. Oh, no.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
did.
see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes.
But you look a lot
Therefore,
younger than him.
I am an ancient, Louis.
He was your brother. Why did you kill him? He never meant you any harm.
Oh, Louis, I am exhausted. Let's talk about this later.
Nope, you tell me now.
No, tell me why now. I want to understand.
Stubborn as a mule. After centuries of trying to convince him, I assure you I had no other option than to do away with him. He would never have allowed me to depose our father. In the past, he had already opposed me, and sometimes very violently. He seemed to you like a man of peace, because you did not represent any danger to him. But I can assure you, he was not. With anything to do with our father, he would be merciless. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No
But
doubt
we lost the
about it.
vote.
This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Home told me that my last resort was to find my sister. I hope Emily's in her room.
Yeah.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess.
Get
As
stuff,
I
get
recall,
stuff, get stuff. I need
Dorothy
stuff.
was my favorite character.
Give me more stuff. Stuff. I've got this. I'm confident. We're gonna get the good ending. I don't care how much I stuffed up. I'm gonna get the good ending. Can I talk to other people while I'm on my way there? Yeah, let's do that. Oh yeah.
Johan.
Oh yeah.
Louis!
Oh. Okay. Sorry. I keep stalling, but my good friend noticed something that I didn't when what's his name? Home fell to the ground. Walden was like, "Oh, Dad, no!" So it turns out Walden is, I think, my cousin.
Haven't the time.
What are you doing?
I'm getting out of here. What do you think? And going as far away as possible. Sir Gregory is dead. And in case you haven't grasped it yet, I am no longer safe here. If you value your life, you had better do the same.
Hey, wait a second.
No, I haven't time. Good luck in the future.
But my cousins, man, we're supposed to look out for each other. Oh yeah, if Walden's a demon, then how come I got away with reading his mind multiple times? He mustn't be a very good demon.
Emily?
Yes. What's happening, Louis? You look...
Home is dead.
Good God, he did it!
What do you mean?
He warned me that Mortimer would probably try to get rid of him. He couldn't believe it himself. But we have to admit that he was right to be wary. We are in great danger, Louis.
Wait, what are you talking about?
When Gregory came to warn me, he assured me that we would be the next to go down.
Oh shit!
But why then? For what cursed reason?
I really don't know. I'm only
Oh.
repeating what Gregory told me. When I brought up the possibility of us running away as quickly as we could, Gregory dissuaded me. He thought that Mortimer would see it coming and that we would have no chance.
I guess I agree with him. And now we're here. I'm not gonna let him get away with it. There's 2 of us now, Emily. We can count on each other.
Well, on that note, I haven't told you everything, Louis. This might
What
be
is
a
it?
bit hard for you to accept, so I wanted to warn you.
She's pregnant.
There are 3 of us.
Is that her sister?
Surprise, brother.
Excuse me?
It's Emma, Louis. Just before he disappeared, Holm explained to me how to bring her back from the ether. We were pressed for time
And the only body she could find was one of those cursed servants. Can you believe it?
Emma, don't start, please. I didn't exactly have much of a choice.
Be that as it may, I'm the one inside the body of a masked lackey.
I had to deal with the most urgent thing first. We'll try and get you out of there as soon as we can. Just as I promised you.
And I'll make sure you make good on your commitment, sister.
Emma, for the last time.
She is better, don't worry. Being a demon changes many things, and the prospect of getting stuck in the ether for eternity has opened her eyes.
Well, I guess it's your decision, but I hope you know what you're doing.
Are we ready? Can we go now? Louis, at this point, it doesn't matter what you think about me. You need me. I'm guessing you are well aware of what we're about to face, aren't you?
Not really. No.
That's just what gives us a chance, is it not?
It's usually the only argument the reckless have in their favor.
Take heart. We're only about to confront an age-old creature that can read our thoughts and force us to act against our will and wants to devour us. So what's the problem?
If that is your attitude, I suggest we reevaluate the possibility of running away.
Stop it. Let's all just calm down. Only a few minutes ago, it was just the 2 of us. Things are looking up. Our chances are only getting better.
How do we get rid of him then?
Killing him won't change a thing, normally. He is capable of changing bodies.
I know how to kill a demon. And the irony of it is, he's the one who revealed it to me. We have to make him touch the blood of an older demon in order to encase him in his mortal body. This is the only way that might give us a chance of dealing him a fatal blow. And I've got the Holy Lance.
What's that got to do with demons?
Christ was his father. Believe me, if we get out of here alive, I'll have a lot of juicy details to tell you about the family. This lance actually received the blood of an ancient demon, and it can work on Mortimer.
Let's do it then.
Are they saying that Jesus is a demon? Goodness.
Are you sure you're ready for this? Will you be all right?
Yes. Yes, I feel a lot better. Don't worry about me.
As you wish.
Oh. Okay, that's really funny. I found that way too funny than I should have, I think. Oh, hang on. Let me just... Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, hey guys.
Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
Perfect.
Good.
That was quick.
Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Oh, okay, just a bit longer, I suppose.
No, not yet.
Be quick. We are waiting for you here.
Yes, boys. Okay, I think that was an opportunity for me to get items. Let's use it. Maybe the conference room has some stuff. No! Can't go in there. What is it buying me more time for? I'm curious. Because I was just upstairs. Is there anything else up here? Huh? Can't do anything. Alright, I'm going to do the lap and then go to... just making sure the doors haven't unlocked while I was gone. And then I'm going to go to Mortimer's office. Come on. Emily's room that I was just in. Or maybe there's some items in here. Sneaky, sneaky.
Dear E.
Oh, shh, don't care.
The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds.
I just want
Painted
items.
upon the request. A letter from William.
Nope.
Queen Charlotte.
Beep, 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 beep.
All the royal family of England is there, from what I can tell.
Okay, cool. Hidden items on the balcony for the final boss battle. No? Okay. Why did they leave? Why did they, like, the game deliberately leave those doors unlocked? To fool me? Like, they lock every other door. Well, there's got to be something in here. something on the floor here. I'ma take it. Okay, great. I've got every little teeny weeny bit. I can't find anything else. I suppose I'm just gonna have to go and confront my old man. Save him from the dark side. No, Louis. I am your father. That's not true. Yes, impossible. Okay, girls. I'm gonna try not to laugh. It's just so funny. I'm ready.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Yes.
Yes. Let's get it over with.
Louis, I've been expecting... Oh, I see you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, father.
Emma. You brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis!
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head! Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
Get him!
Stab, stab. Arm yourself with a nail. Lance.
No, don't do it!
It's over. You've lost.
No,
That's what I did pick up the
no,
nail.
stop!
But was it the right
My
Lance?
son, you will regret your actions when you see him.
Come,
See who?
Louis. It's over.
Let's leave.
That was a little less traumatic than I was expecting. Why are we so chill? Why are we so chill right now? I'm not chill, I'm freaking out. Oh, okay, everyone's bailing, right. Where? This is not the end, surely. Come on. No. Nope. That's not the end. I need more. I need blood.
Von Vollmer tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William. On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate in order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita, after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference.
Didn't he actually die by what was the illness called? He had like stomach cancer or something. What did they called it something really funny. So obviously the game changes reality. Interesting.
During his second term, George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. The Duchess, through her relationship with the Crown, made it possible for Great Britain to build closer links to the United States on both the diplomatic and the commercial fronts. she became inseparable from the Marchioness Cunningham, reputed for being the most influential mistress of King George IV of England, and whom she inducted into the Golden Order. His Eminence Piaggi, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic commitments. Fascinated by the techniques of exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. On his return to Paris, Peyroux resigned from his posting as judge at the revolutionary courts. He withdrew to the south of France with his daughter until his death. Nothing more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I could have found the Al-Azif. Oh. I think that's the end. Oh, crazy, man. I still have so many questions. Is there going to be a number 2? I hope there's a number 2. Okay, cool. What I can do now is, the first thing I'm going to do, guys, and I've been thinking about this for a long time, right? I am going to go with Elizabeth rather than Emily on, I think it might have been like episode 3 or 4 when I made that huge mistake and got her killed. So I'm going to go straight to it. I think it's this, Night Stroll. Now, I don't know where I can go from here. I just want to see what happens. Now, I think you can skip these bits now that I've beaten the game. How do I do that? What do I press? Oh, space.
The servants are not...
He will meet...
Are you... Don't worry.
Come.
Beep.
A little nighttime stroll.
Yep.
Do not
Yep.
hesitate.
And he's just like, drink some tea, okay?
Thank you.
He's like, okay, I'm going to go talk to Louis now. Bye. Oh, this is not what... This is not the chapter I actually wanted. But anyways. Oh, actually, instead of helping George, I'm going to go and spy.
Excuse me, am I bothering you?
And I say yes.
I was sleeping.
I need your help.
I'm doing the exact opposite to what
What's going on?
Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the
Yeah.
hall?
I'm going to say no.
No. What's her name again?
Elizabeth Adams.
Visions, let's go.
Sir, I don't feel well. I'm going to have to decline.
I see. Well, I hope you won't be needing my help one day.
I must act swiftly. I'll search my room later.
I never needed his help, not to my knowledge.
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry, but an important meeting is underway. My instructions are to let no one pass.
Tell me, my good man.
Sir?
I saw Peru just down the hall, by the way. He went that way.
I have an urgent letter to send.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
Does the word urgent mean nothing to you?
Yes, but the word liar also means something.
That won't work, Louis.
Sorry. It's early game, so I can't really do...
Let me through. I'm in a hurry and they've already begun.
Sorry, sir, but no one is permitted to enter.
First, you delayed me at the dock. Then, at the buffet, you spilled red wine all over me. Then, you put my luggage in the wrong room.
It wasn't me, sir.
Don't try to trick me with the mask
I'm
like last
making
year.
stuff up.
You've taken a
He
dislike
fooled
to
me,
me.
that's
and
how
I
good
don't
he
know
is.
why, but it's too much. Let's pay a visit to Sir Home right now.
I beg you, sir, please enter. My apologies, and I hope the rest of your stay will prove
Ooh, I might get to meet
satisfactory.
Mortimer early.
I hear anything here. I've got to find another spot.
Balcony.
Ah, this window opens onto the balcony.
Oh, I have to unlock it, don't I? Oh.
Okay. So that means the other room must be on my right.
Sir, I understand your eagerness, but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
I was not expecting so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
Disappeared? What, here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Maurice de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Ma'am.
Uh-oh. Should I let myself get busted for funsies? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna get busted.
Well, I better get away from here.
I don't have agility, so whatever it was that I could have done, I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
Louis?
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remain still.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
Try and calm her down.
Emily, we both know you're not going to kill anyone this evening.
Be careful. I might have to cut you off.
Wait. Let's talk about this misunderstanding.
What are you doing in my room?
Ooh, she's nearly naked. Shit.
I thought a night's stroll would help me sleep better. A servant must have closed the window behind me
And my window was the only way for you to get back inside. Most convincing. What were you really doing on the balcony?
Worry about her. I can't press anything else.
Seeing
I don't
the window
have
open,
skills.
I feared someone had entered your room. With what I'd heard next door, I'd every reason to believe that your life was in danger.
I am a grown woman, but how kind of you to worry about me. Now that I'm safe and sound, tell me more. Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
Yep.
I overheard a conversation between a French soldier and some other individual.
And what were they talking about?
It seems Mother is involved, something about a military campaign. Apparently my mother validated an order of cannons to help this man.
Really? Since when does the Order finance wars?
As far as I know, since never.
Did they give any details, a date, what they were for?
Nothing at all. Did you know anything about this?
No, but I won't forget. Thank you. All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me, but next time, please try knocking on my door. I'd be delighted to open it for you.
Oh, well, I'll remember in that case. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Louis.
Oh no, I wonder if because I didn't help George out and like tell Peru to F off, would Elizabeth have been raped tonight? I'm going to quickly run to Elizabeth.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Alright, never mind. I'm going to go to, if I can, Peru or Elizabeth's room because, yeah, maybe I can prevent a terrible, terrible act of disrespect. This is Peru's room. No, I cannot go into his.
That's not the right way.
Yeah. Okay, I can't do anything further. Okay, now let's go to Gorgon.
I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're
Tolerate something
here,
else in a
make
minute.
yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Will do.
Yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
And I'm just gonna skip all this shit.
Here's something interesting. A manor in May. Incredible.
I wonder, how come all...
Do you think all these
Maybe Mortimer is immortal or capable
true.
of living for a very long time, like Methuselah. A first smile. Careful. Keep that up and soon you'll end up laughing.
Carry on sprouting inanities like that, and indeed I might. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Can.
Listen, Emily.
We're
It
brother
seems
and
pretty obvious
sissy.
to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
It's time to leave.
Yep. And save Elizabeth. Not going to bed with my sissy. Again.
So, what do you think of our...
Must have...
Same here.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Alright, gotta take it slow.
Sorry, Emily.
Got it.
I can't leave Elizabeth like this.
All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me. I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night? While she was hiding?
Yes, Louis. I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you it was her.
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen. Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need something to calm me down.
Yeah, I'll drink with you.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay?
Cheers.
I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Whoa. The alcohol's
Uh-oh.
gone to my head.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Should I keep drinking? I'm doing it. I'm gonna keep drinking. Because I don't want to leave.
Man, I need to take it easy with the booze. At this rate, I won't last the night.
Let's go easy on the drinking, okay? Alcohol won't solve our problems.
Ugh, the second one isn't any easier.
So, do you want to know why she did all those things to me, or not? Even if it changes the image you have of her forever?
What was she trying to cure you of then?
Of the one illness she never managed to treat me for.
Okay, it's all about whether I should continue to drinking or continue. It's like I'm drinking. Continue to drink or no, it's too much. But I don't want to leave. You know what I mean? Like if I say no, stop, I won't drink no more. What if that triggers him to leave and then she dies? So I'm gonna.
Come on,
drinking.
Elizabeth. We have to finish what we started.
Oh, sorry, the dagger was on the table that stabbed her. I saw it.
I feel all dizzy.
There must have been a reason. Just tell me. Tell me what my mother treated you for.
She wanted to silence them!
What? What are you talking about? Silence what?
The voices. The voices in my head. They speak to me, Louis. They've always told me what to do. They say nasty things to me.
Elizabeth, are you saying that spirits talk to you?
You're right. Sometimes there are several voices. How did you know?
No, listen, I don't know anything. I'm just repeating what you said.
They want me. Want me just for themselves. They talk to me all the time. Yet your mother did everything to make them go away. Ever since I was little. And look at the result.
It's impossible, Mother. You spent your life trying to prove that the supernatural doesn't exist. Why punish this poor girl?
Oh, shit. What has she done to you?
Uh-oh, Louis. Are you starting to believe me?
No, but
Too bad it's all been for nothing. They're still there, you know.
What do you mean? They're still talking to you?
All the time. Despite everything Sarah put me through, I still hear them. And here I am on a lost island, knowing that no one knows me. And I find myself here at the exact same time as her. You see? You understand? You sense it too. I'm going to die here. I beg you, tell me you believe me.
Yeah.
I'm here, Elizabeth. I'm right here with you. And I do believe you.
Thank you, Louis. You know, despite what people might think, I'm not crazy.
Oh, am I gonna sleep with her? Are we gonna have sleepover?
My God, Elizabeth, how is this possible?
Welcome to my world, Lil Louis. Welcome to my life.
Escape. No. If she stays, she'll be killed.
Elizabeth, the whole story stinks of death. If I were you, I'd have left the moment you heard me speak about my mother. I don't know if she knows you're here, but if I had any doubt, I wouldn't take the risk.
Yeah, you're right. I can't stay here another minute. I need to get the hell out of here. I need to find a boat and get away. I'm not dying here.
I feel so dizzy.
You like my little concoction, don't you? That's rare.
What?
It no longer has any effect on me. But my guests generally don't appreciate me mixing alcohol with laudanum.
What? You put laudanum in my drink?
In both.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, my little Louis. We'll sink down to the bottom together.
Oh man, I feel like puking. I really feel like shit. I gotta get back.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm here now. I'll take good care of you, and then I'll leave.
Don't touch me.
Just
wait. If I get up, I'll fall.
Is she gonna possess me? I don't know what's going
little
on.
Louie's tired. Leave everything to me.
Either. Oh! What?
Just let go.
Am I dead?
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. Unfortunately, I am now confronted with another problem, which I would rather have done without. You see, last night, Miss Adams also went missing.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so this is continuing from what happened. But what did she do to me?
And why is that? Can you tell me more?
I have had my people searching for her all over the island. Alas, to no avail. It so happens that both her mental and her physical health are extremely fragile. I'm worried that the same thing happened to her as to your mother. Also, I would appreciate it very much if you could tell me what you were doing on the floor in her room in the early hours
It's
of
quite
the morning.
normal. I can explain everything.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. You see, Sir Gregory is about to arrive, and he's taken Elizabeth's disappearance very, very seriously. Please, reassure him so that we can talk about your mother.
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin. In private.
Let's step outside a moment. Louis, this will only take a few moments.
Oh man, am I in trouble? Also, have I been stabbed? No, I'm searching that.
Alright, let's take this chance to look around.
Oh, okay, so this is a witness statement from Emily. Okay, that's fine. Oh, sorry, Napoleon and Emily. Oh, goodness. What is going on? This is so different.
Please, sit back down, Louis.
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man.
Gregory, Louis told me we needn't be concerned.
Of course. Monsieur de Richet, the situation seems to escape your grasp, so I won't beat about the bush. Did you kill Elizabeth Adams?
Yippee boo boo. What? Yippee boo boo.
What? Elizabeth is dead?
No. Now let us remain calm. We do not yet know, Gregory, precisely what has happened to our poor Elizabeth.
I beg your pardon? So what are you accusing me of then?
We must remain calm, Gregory. We have found no evidence that would suggest that Elizabeth has been murdered. For the time being, she has only disappeared. Let's stick to the facts, if you please.
Well, where is she then?
She's probably gone back home. She didn't want to stay here any longer. She seemed very uncomfortable here. Why imagine the worst?
Until there is evidence to the contrary, Your mother is still lurking nearby, and I dare not think what would happen were they to meet. Damnation, William! This is a fiasco. Sir, you don't seem to realize just how serious this is.
Let's try and remain calm, Gregory. In any case, it would be far better if Elizabeth really has left the island, as Louis says. Why do you think she wanted to leave?
Oh shit. Just escape my mother, yeah. Also, I told her to, but I'm gonna say that one.
She was terrorized by my mother's presence here. Just the thought of coming face to face with her was unbearable.
Did she tell you why?
Yes, she brought the subject up.
I'm sorry, Louis. It couldn't have been easy to hear.
For your sake, I sincerely hope that she got there safely. Monsieur de Richet, I apologize if my words seemed a little abrupt. I dare not think what would happen if Elizabeth came across your mother on the island. Your generosity may well cost you dearly.
I understand, my lord. I certainly regret it.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru. We are leaving.
Interesting. I'm going to leave that one there, actually. So that was technically the last episode of The Council. I'm mind blown. I was expecting Mortimer's dad to come out and just freak the hell out and, I don't know, go nuts and try and kill everyone. But it looks like they've opened it up for another whole series. Actually, let me just find out now. Yes, doesn't look like they're currently working on a sequel to The Council, which is so sad because I really, really want one. Maybe eventually they'll start working on one, but apparently the developers, the most recent game they've been working on is a vampire game. Hang on. The Masquerade RPG. But I'll be keeping my eye out because I loved it. I loved it. So good. And this whole time, like, there's just so many different ways I could have done things. I think that's absolutely awesome. So I really hope you guys like the series. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.